course, nobody want to go to jail, so we respected it. But a few days ago, we had a meeting with
and we back.
Office,
we back.
And they lifted the ban, bro. So we are no longer on no trespassing, and I ain't gonna lie, they really made us happy because we've been wanting to do a lot for the community, but
while the stream loads
they stopped us before we even got the chance to. So now that we got the chance, what better way to do it than to start off right? So today we headed to the hood, man. We got a giveaway plan. We giving away over 150 pair of shoes, bro. Jordan brand themselves gave us over 100 pair of J's, over 100 pair of Jordans, because they wanted to be a part of what we had going on. And to be honest, bro, I'd never be able to tell y'all how thankful I am that they wanted to do that for us. So yeah, bro, we finna head out there right now, man. We finna have a really good time, really good vibes, no drama. We finna have a really good day today, man. So make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe too, cause we gonna hit 5 million subs this year. And most importantly, man, y'all make sure y'all comment. Shout out to Jordan, man. Shout out to Team Jordan. So we finna meet the fellas out there right now.
I promise you, I didn't do anything, Duke. I swear I didn't do.
Bro, what the f you got going?
I didn't do anything. It ran out of gas. I did not do anything. I promise.
I ain't gonna lie. I knew it had no gas, and that's why I was trying to make it to the gas station.
Oh.
Wait, where you in?
Like right here beside the cute. Are you nearby? Help!
Bro.
You got somebody getting you some gas?
He's about to get me some gas right here. His name is Duke. He's a great guy. He's a really nice guy.
How long do you need to get out of the road?
Duke, how long do I need?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Cool. I'll hang tight with you.
He just helping me out.
First off, you just jaywalked. All right, that's first off. Second of all, y'all got me late to my own giveaway. But they'll be all right though. They go out there right now, so he should be entertaining them until we get there. I really don't know how to work a gas can though. Like, don't you gotta push that mother in and then it go? What's going on? How you doing? My fault, Waleed. I ain't know. I knew it ain't had no gas in it though. Hey, wait. How you do that? Some of them different.
This is your car.
No, I'm talking about the gas can.
Is that 93 gas?
Yeah, I'm talking about. Oh, hell no, I got it.
Yo, it's mad low. That wasn't like oh, the light just came on. That was.
No, I drove from ATL and just parked there. I ain't never. But thank you though, brother. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, man, no problem. Sorry, you almost made it.
I almost made it, man. You know, almost not good enough though, Waleed. You went to the wrong one, dude. Damn. Who? Damn. Waleed, little as hell. Hello. How you doing? You say what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna text you actually. I'm here for a while though, so I'm gonna hit you up.
All right.
She said, when are we gonna go bowling?
4 minutes.
You. Waleed got this seat all
You get another
up.
look at Silent Hill Townfall.
Hey, I'm finna.
4 minutes.
Hey, you ready to get ready to roll? We finna race. Huh? I have. I know. I've been whipping that mother. Fast and furious. You see it? I hear the whine. The whine, I hear it. This is my first time like riding beside it.
Hey, bro, subscribe, y'all. Hey, this one day this could be y'all, so subscribe.
Hey, we have all the Lambos here, you already know.
He said, we got all the Lambos here, you already know.
Good to
Talk
see
to
you.
him, little nigga.
When you get done, you come down my house. I need to talk to you about it.
Okay, for sure. I got you.
She need to borrow 10,000.
Okay?
I won't.
She need 10,000. She behind on the rent. I know. I'm knowing.
That's not even 100 people, right? That's good, because I got over 100 pair of shoes, so. Hey, so look, 2020 or 2021, bro, the hood put me on no trespassing. For no reason, I ain't even do shit. But finally, we had a meeting with the front office, and they said I could come back out here, so I can finally start doing out here like this right here. But I left my gammas in here. No, but I got them though. Yeah, but these were my personal pair before. You know, it's a size 13. None of these kids wear a size 13.
Cap and gown.
Hard. Gas.
Yeah, I feel like y'all went too crazy for these. The caps and gowns, that's a basic ass release.
Like
y'all went a little
more
too
shoes
crazy
than
for
kids,
those.
though. I mean,
Those is not grails.
Finally, they let me out. They let me off. You feel me? Cam.
What's up, baby?
Going on, bro? You all right?
Greatness.
Man, I had to go up to the rent office, and they finally let me off.
I'm glad they did it.
Yeah. So how we gonna do this? What do you mean, rest of the shoes? Oh, my fault. Ooh-wee. Damn, I done forgot. I would've went home with some black cats in my Hey, I think I didn't get enough little ass sizes.
Oh yeah, for the little kids.
Bro, you don't need
Yeah, you're not gonna need
So
that, but just in case,
I can't like
it's good to have.
see
Better to have
or,
and
like,
I need not have.
guess what size more is. But like from the look of it though, it don't look like I got enough shoes for the look. Like it looked like like it looked like I went like elementary, middle,
You said
high.
$30 for the God of War 2. Oh, it's up. Is it
The
up?
C's is yes, ma'am. That's my brother. Yes, ma'am.
I'm the resident service coordinator out here.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you can come in, brother. This is for corporate, okay? So I'm sending this to the whole organization. Him, I guess.
No, he cool. He
Okay,
cool.
all right, all right. I'm
It's
just making sure.
Sons of Sparta, right?
Let them know. You just let me know anything
Yeah, $30.
at any time.
Okay, thank you very much. Push, what's going on, y'all?
I'm gonna add that to cart.
It's gonna be like a more 2C, 4C, LMCs.
Matter of fact, I know what I'm finna do. I know what I'm finna do right now. Put my phone there. What? I need to call Soul Sister. He should have. I need to call
You got
Joe.
beer, drink,
hey,
on
Joe.
support. I don't even have no
you
beer
got a
right now.
lot of- you
It's
got a
so
lot of,
crazy because I
seeds,
ordered
like,
some groceries. I
I
think
don't
they're
know what
already
they
on
call,
the
but
way.
like kid shoes, the seeds.
If they're not on the way,
I'm getting
I'll
the
order
little-
one and I'll bring
I'm
it.
getting
And
the
I'll
little,
let them
the
bring
little
it.
I need a lot of little shoes going on, Pay. Push. Going on, y'all right, man? Look. 10 lamb, 1, 2s, like that. I need, let's say, 10 11s, 10, 1, I don't know if it's ones, but 10. I bet. Appreciate it. Brittany, I didn't know you was gonna come out this motherfucker.
My son is snuck in.
Bet. Hey, my Russian friend, what's going on? I forgot your name. I forgot what you told me to call you, but what's going on, bro? Oh, hold on. We gotta pause, Mr. Duke Dennis. We gotta bring this up. Cause they about to start it. Oh no, you say you from Ukraine. You say you from Ukraine, right? I think I remember you say you was from Ukraine. Your name's Arthur? Arthur, what's going on, brother? Yeah, you say you're from Ukraine, yeah. You said I'm racist. Yo, he said I'm racist. Yo, why you always trolling? Yo, why you always trolling, bro? Yo, I can't stand you, bro. GG, yo, y'all funny, bro. Y'all are fucking funny. I hate when they do this because we gotta wait another 10 minutes for this to start. Nah, y'all are funny. He's trolling. He's trolling, bro. He's not racist. Yo, nah, y'all funny, bro. I'm crying, bro. Now, what was I doing? God of War. God of War, Sons of Sparta. Yeah, this ain't no, let me tell you right now. This ain't no Nick Fuentes, Myron Gaines, Andrew Tate. This ain't none of that. This ain't none of that. Like, we are all inclusive over here. If you cool with us, we cool with you. You can have different beliefs. You know what I'm saying? You have Batman and you do. Yeah, I love Batman. Batman's one of my favorite superheroes. A friend of mine drew that for me. I've been collecting art from independent artists. I have a couple pieces. The artist that did this one, I got another one in my room. I got 3 more in my room from her, but it's like all one piece. Then I got another one from another artist. I want to put some art right here. I got a couple ideas. I'm trying to plan it with an artist. So y'all gonna see some art up there before this year is out. Cause I've been putting that off for like 2 years. Cool, yeah. Yeah, she does like, matter of fact, I could show y'all her while we here. She does like dollar bills. Like she draws on dollar bills. Let me show you her art. I think she's on Instagram. Spider on the Wall is pretty much Batman when I watch the trailer. Yeah, I saw that you posted that in the what's the name? I'm about to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Let's see if I can find this girl first. But I didn't get a chance to watch it. I think her shit was her art. How does this shit go again? Ellie. Okay, yeah, my homegirl Ellie. Yeah, she's an artist. She does like these dollar bills, like she draws over dollar bills. She did one for some rappers too, like some famous rappers too. And they was like endorsing her and shit. So what I want is like this, but I want a whole installment of dollar bills, like different arts, like mad dollar bills, frame it and put it up there. And then I want like a mural with like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Kanye. I want them 3 up there. Maybe I'll probably put another one up there. I want to do like a black Mount Rushmore type shit. Probably Fred Hampton or something like that. But yeah, you see, this is her work. I want like shit like this. Yeah, she linked up with Davies. She did something for Davies. And she could just, and I have another drawing of hers. She's nice. So if y'all want some art from her, check her out. She does like mail shit out too. And then you said, hold on, Spider Noir, you said, yo, dude, I've been sitting for an hour and watching YouTube shorts. Yo, it's a rabbit hole, brother. It's a rabbit hole, brother. It's that and TikTok, shit, you be stuck there for a good minute watching videos. And you said I didn't expect Nicolas Cage to be a Spider-Man. I'm not surprised because it fits his demeanor, and plus he's played a superhero before, so it didn't surprise me too much. I thought they would do like Troy Baker. Because he been doing everything. And he says crazy how nothing topped YouTube. Yeah, like nothing. Nothing to come out. When did YouTube come out? Like 2005? Nothing has topped it. It stood the test of time. Everything came and went. There's whole platforms that have come and gone. Just couldn't stand up to YouTube. Remember people thought Vine was going to take over? No. People thought TikTok was going to take over? No. People thought Twitter was going to take over Instagram? No. YouTube is just lit. YouTube, that's where everybody get their information from. And they pay the best. Y'all see, let me show you this post. This is from my Facebook. Kick is not never going to take over Twitch. It can't even be Twitch. How it's going to be YouTube? I'm not saying that you said that, but Kick ain't never, yeah. Kick is not. That's what all the degenerate streamers who got kicked off of Twitch go. That's the reputation it has, and that's the reputation it's going to stay with. I have a Kick channel, but I never streamed on there. Okay, they flashing images. But yeah, let me show y'all this fuckery. Yeah, YouTube is the OG. You can't outlast the OG. So let me show y'all this post right here. So boom, right? This is my Facebook. This is what I did on Facebook. Almost 1 million views. And look how much I got paid. Look how much the estimated earning is. And then look at the views on YouTube in the same amount of time, 28 days. Look how much I got paid. So if I would have got that amount of views on YouTube, that'd have been like $2,000 or more. $2,000 to $5,000 depending on the RPM. And somebody said it goes by engagement, but even if you go by engagement, if I would have had this on YouTube, that would have been $300. So that's why I be spamming the reacts, and then I'll do the gameplay videos and the reviews and stuff every now and then, because that's the only way to make money, keep your name in the algorithm. And the ticks. Ooh, talk your shit, shawty. You said you could be sleeping, and that's what I love about YouTube. I could just put the video out, let it make the money. That's why I didn't give up yet. Like I've had months where I've made, I think the most I made in a month was probably like, I don't know, like $30. But that's when I was going insane. I was posting like 5-6 videos a day. I can't do that output and still have a regular life. So what I do is I batch record. So I'll do like you see, I got like, if I wasn't doing this stream today, I would have been doing these 10 videos. I got like 10 videos up here for reactions, and then I got like a whole notebook full of like games that I'm playing for the channel. Like I've crossed out a lot of them, but I still got a lot left. And there's more on this page. So I'm always working. Every day I'm working. Every day, even if you don't see me streaming, you're gonna see. Even if you don't see me upload a video of streaming, I'm always working. Like I'm working on a video for the analog 3D. I recorded all like the B-roll footage. I just gotta record like me talking over it. I just gotta cut it together and talk over it. So yeah, so one day it will pay off though. One day I'll wake up and I'll check my shit and it's like thousands of dollars in there, and we can maintain it. Cause you gotta make $100 to get paid. I only got paid once since I've been monetized. Right now it's like $50. So fuck it. I just gotta keep grinding. Cause you never know. You could blow up. You could blow up off one video, and that'll change your life and change your whole channel, change your life. That Marvel Rivals situation, even though he was already a pretty decent creator, he blew up. He gained 100,000 subscribers in one day. 300K subscribers in less than 30 days off that whole drama. So you never know. You get caught up in the drama, or you got a video that hit crazy, you just go off from there.
皆さんこんにちは。サイレントヒルトランスミッションへようこそ。
Let's get it.
サイレントヒルシリーズのプロデューサー岡本元井です。2022年の発表以来、長い間お待たせしましたが、本日は待望のタイトルサイレントヒルタウンフォールのニュースや情報をついに皆さんにお届けできることを嬉しく思います。 本日ソニーのステートオブプレイでトレーラーを公開し、プレイステーション5、Steam、エピックゲームズにてウィッシュリスト登録を開始しました。皆様ぜひご登録よろしくお願いいたします。さらにこの配信独占の最新情報もご用意しています。まずは本プロジェクトのパートナーをご紹介しましょう。アナプルナインタラクティブのインタラクティブ&ニューメディア部門プレジデントヘクター・サンチェスさんとゲーム部門責任者のリアン・ルームさん、そしてスクリーンバーンのライター兼ディレクターのジョン・マッケランさんをお迎えしています。皆さん本日はようこそいらしてくださいました。
Thank you, Okamoto-san. At Annapurna, we're always looking to push the boundaries of storytelling, and we couldn't be more excited and honored to have the opportunity to work with you and the entire team at KONAMI to co-publish Silent Hill Townfall. Annapurna Interactive is a publisher that not only looks for great stories to tell, but also great teams to tell those stories. And we're so pleased to partner with the very special development team that created Silent Hill Townfall, John, and the entire team at Screenburn Interactive.
And this project came about because the team at Annapurna and the team at Screenburn are really passionate about Silent Hill. We're very excited about the unique stories that we're able to tell in this amazing franchise. It's also important to us at Annapurna that the developers we partner with really love the IP that they're working on, and that's exactly what we have with Screenburn.
Yeah, as a fan of the series ever since the release of the first game, it's a real pleasure and an honour to be here today to talk about Townfall. The entire development team and I are so excited to finally be able to share our first look after so many years of development out of sight.
皆さんありがとうございます。それではまず本日公開されたサイレントヒルタウンホールのリビールトレーラーを振り返りましょ
う。Let's check it out the trailer again. See if we missed anything. Playing a brother, my man Simon. What we doing?
You can't stay in this room forever. I can't stay in this room forever. I know this is going to be hard. But you have to come back to me. Come back to me, Simon.
Up in the water again.
It was supposed to be for a first-person Silent Hill game. Because remember, they announced like 6 titles. They've released all of them except this one. Silent Hill 2 Remake, Silent Hill F, Silent Hill Ascension. Yeah, new game. Silent Hill Ascension. What was the other one?
I keep trying to fix
the movie that recently came out, Return to Silent Hill, and then this one.
No matter what I do,
you can't fix it.
I think so. This is the first black main character. I think so.
You did what you did.
As far as I know. There's been white men, it's been white women, white men and white women, and then the one Asian girl in Silent Hill F. Yeah, I've never seen a black dude. Yeah, I ain't never seen no type of Latino or a black dude as a main character. It was either a white man, a white woman, or and now we got an Asian girl with Silent Hill F.
前回のティザートレーラーから続く形でついにあのポケットテレビの持ち主が明らかになりました。
Not anymore though. They finally did it.
このトレーラーは
I mean, they had the Asian girl. That's different.
そしてサイレントヒルらしさをしっかりと捉えています。
And we can see from the trailer that debuted today that Townfall clearly embodies the DNA of the Silent Hill franchise. It also has quite a unique take, which we know has been really important to the team at Screenburn. And part of that uniqueness comes from their own identity, their perspectives, their history,
you got to think, look at the
their
people
style.
making the game. It's to be
So
a bunch
John,
of
we'd
white
love
people in
viewers
the
to
room
learn
making the
more
game.
about
I mean,
Screenburn
he's Spanish,
and your team's
Hector right here,
history
but
and the work you've
you know,
done on Silent Hill Townfall.
they're not
Absolutely.
thinking about us.
Our main objectives were to make a game that could feel specific to the team who made it, to bring something new to the series in terms of setting.
Rolling Rock. I told you,
and
Rolling
to
Rock
really
is
think
solid,
about
right?
what
Oh, hold on, I
Silent
forgot to
Hill,
add the beer
both
to
in
the
concept and gameplay, could look like through a Screenburn lens.
Yeah, and
What
it's
do I
this
wanna drink?
lens that appealed to us so much when we started working with you and Screenburn, many years ago. And we knew that with Annapurna's partnership with Konami helping to guide the project, that the three teams together could produce something original, exciting for the fans, and show Silent Hill in a way that hadn't been seen before.
皆様、情熱あるメッセージ、本当にありがとうございます。サイレントヒルの伝統を受け継ぎつつも、新しいチームごとに世界観やテーマ、美学がどのように解釈されるかを示すことはとても重要です。ここでスクリーン版インタラクティブと本作を形作る人々の姿をご覧いただきましょう。
Don't overdo it, brother. Don't overdo it.
We've got our previous games that we
I could
worked
order
on
from the-
over the years. So, Super Arclight was our first title that we released back in
Plans to drink
2016.
like 6. How many do you
Stories
drink so far?
Untold, 2017, Observation 2019, and then Silent Hill soon. Our little collection of Silent Hill games. The thought that we're going to be slotted in at the end there, it is a genuine honor to work with the franchise and to contribute to it. After we shipped Observation, we were kind of like figuring out what we were going to do next. And then we got this call from Annapurna to ask us what we would do with Silent Hill. That froze us in our tracks. It's not an opportunity we ever thought we'd get, but it's one we knew we all wanted right away. We pulled together a pitch of what we felt would be a really cool, unique Screenburn take and brought it to Konami, and we were delighted that they loved the idea. It was like, this is exactly what we need. This is what we want to do, and we want you to go for it. And so to have their trust in us, both Annapurna and Konami, is a huge honor. So yeah, this is where Graham lives and where design lives.
My name's Graham McKellen. I'm the lead game designer. John is my brother, so we've known each other for a while.
Duh.
We have a lot of the same experiences, films that we watched when we grew up, games that we played. That allows us to work really well together when it comes to finding the synergy between narrative and game design. Very early, we agreed that we wanted to present this game in first person. And first person is, you have a more limited field of view. There's things happening off screen which you're not always aware of, and as we know in horror, what happens off screen is sometimes more scarier than what happens right in front of you.
Yeah, so RE7 type vibe.
The perspective to induce the horror, anxiety, and fear, but then at the same time trying to find the balance to that, which is what can we give the player?
One of the first things we set out to do was like, what can we do with the radio that's not been done before? What can we do that kind of gives it a new function, a new aesthetic, but it feels Silent Hill, the analog tech that's kind of been my visual calling card. Most of the things we've done, like even in our previous games, has been as close to real life technology as we can get. This is a very small handheld TV, but kind of inspired the CRTV.
The CRTV is, our take on the classic radio. We knew we wanted to have the player bring it up and actually use it. So we were really keen on having the player tune with the CRTV, actually go through the frequencies, discover narrative content, but also be able
I know
to
the
use
puzzle's
it
gonna be
to
annoying as fuck with that little
see
radio shit.
where enemies were.
Or a little TV radio, whatever.
So yeah, we teach the peek mechanic, which gives the player a little bit extra mobility around where the camera can be. So you can peek up and to the sides.
Oh, he already saw you.
Corners or over
Oh.
walls.
I keep doing this as I lean.
And it's really important for the first-person perspective, giving the player that extra control over the camera.
For a long time, this game we felt might just be Northern Europe, you know, and not lock it down to Scotland. There was a drive to create something that felt authentic to us, and it kind of felt natural to kind of bring it home.
When John first showed me the game, and I saw
So I
this
feel like
sort of
RE isn't
very
scary
obviously
anymore.
Silent Hill,
Yeah, they
this
kind of
foggy environment.
Yeah, they kind of mixed
felt
it
like
up
a
now.
walk to
Like it's
school
more
when I was
more
growing
action.
up.
A lot of
Because, you know, I've grown
since
up in
like
towns
RE
like this, in a small
4,
fishing town
RE6,
that's
it's more like
kind of
action
similar to
oriented.
St. Amelia.
So the fear
It's,
element
a
isn't like
beautifully
all the way
epic,
there anymore.
Grey, drizzly environment, and we're bringing that to the game.
Like the last one that was
It
even
just feels
remotely
so
scary
real,
was
especially
what, 7?
when you're going
Because
through
that
it
was the
in
first person,
you kind of feel
and
like
you're not using like a
you're
super
there.
soldier, like
It's so detailed,
like a Leon
every
or a
single
Chris.
thing, and it's all connected to the story.
A very personal story. I know for John as well.
I would have been about 17 or 18 when the first game came out, and I was really ill, high fever, all this kind of stuff.
Because
I know I
8,
finished
you're
it,
using, you're still
but
using
the
Ethan,
experience
but
I
this
have
is
was like
after
a fever
Ethan
dream,
got trained
because it literally
by
was.
Chris, so he
To
knows
this
how to
day,
tilt
I've
the
never
weapons
played
now.
it again because I kind
And
of
there's
don't
more
want to
action
know
parts in it.
whether what happened that night was real or not. Drawn to the fog ever since. And I think now that we're actually responsible for it and we're actually kind of pulling the rest of the team in, and now we're looking forward to bringing the fans into that fever dream too.
スクリーンバーンのチームの皆さんありがとうございました。自分たちの仕事だけでなくサイレントヒルの歴史や意味に強い情熱を持つ開発者の姿を目にするのはとても刺激的ですね。各チームがそれぞれのビジョンをサイレントヒルに持ち込み新しい体験をどのように形作ったのかがよくわかります。さて公開されたばかりのトレーラーについて語るべきことがたくさんあります。最も注目すべきは本作が一人称視点である点でしょう。過去作にも一人称要素はあるものの10時間を超える長編作品としてこの方式を採用したのはタウンフォールがシリーズ史上初めてです。この視点の変化によりプレイヤーはサイレントヒルの恐怖を新たなレンズを通して目撃することになります。恐怖がプレイヤーのすぐそばに迫るだけでなくスクリーンバーンが考案した新しい戦闘、回避、謎解きのメカニクスとも見事に調和します。
Absolutely. Every feature of the game has been designed with this perspective in mind, but always making sure that while we see the world in this new way, the experience still feels distinctly Silent Hill. A big part of that experience is centered around enemies and how our protagonist Simon will encounter them. Familiar tools from the world of Silent Hill are all available, planks of wood, pipes, and ranged weapons like a pistol. But the ability to sneak, hide, and evade brings a new element of choice to
God
the
of War,
combat,
Sons of Sparta
where
all
resorting to
started out with a
violence isn't
cold
the only
email
option.
of...
In fact, with the aid of the pocket television, known as the CRTV in the game, evasion is every bit as useful a survival technique as facing enemies head-on. Players are encouraged to experiment and find a playstyle that suits them while being mindful of the resources and the opportunities that surround them.
わかりやすい例が覗き込みですよね。サイモンは物体や壁の上からあるいは周りから慎重に身を乗り出して敵の様子を確認でき発見される可能性を下げることができます。この要素は遭遇前の慎重さが生かされるだけでなく見た目手触りの面でとても映画的な表現になっています。
Indeed, that additional level of fine control provided to the player works especially well in first person, and it allows players to cautiously assess an encounter before they make a decision to evade or charge in. In first person, features like the peak or the CRTV become more immersive, rendering details up close in the character's hands and all in a tactile and physical way rather than using on-screen HUD elements. These features really shine in first person, and as the game progresses, players will be challenged in many different ways. Using the right technique at the right time is vital for Simon's survival.
ジョンさん、次は新主人公サイモン・オーデルに目を向けてみましょう。シリーズのキャラクターは皆心に重いものを抱えていますが、サイモンも例外ではありません。彼は多層的で不安定、そして非常に人間的です。トレーラー冒頭で主人公であるサイモンが今回舞台となる町セントアメリアに縁があることが示唆され彼の困難な旅が始まります。ジョンさん、 彼が島へ向かう事情、そしてプレイヤーが踏み入れる物語について視聴者の皆様に特別に教えてもらえますか?
He has a list. We talk with a
I
list.
knew in beginning to write the game that fans would have certain expectations about the worlds, characters, and the themes that permeate the series. I wanted to both lean into those expectations in some ways and subvert them in others. Guilt is a strong theme throughout Silent Hill's many stories, and I wanted to dive deeper into the various different ways that guilt can manifest, where it comes from, what it can do to people, and how, if you can, come to accept or resolve it. So while those narrative themes are distinctly Silent Hill, we're looking at and interpreting those themes in a very different way.
ゲームの冒頭、サイモンは物事を終わらせてほしい、それが正しいことだと告げる謎の電話を受け取ります。トレーラーで見た通り、彼は島に到着しますが、この段階ではどうやって来たのか不明であり、サイモン自身も向かう先が分かっていないように見えます。
Well, a core component of our team's narrative style that has been present in all of our previous games is mystery. Simon's journey through the town is layered with nuance and questions, where players will gradually uncover both small details
this isn't RE
and big
devs.
reveals.
Yeah, it's KONAMI. Yeah, KONAMI made the Silent Hill franchise
along the way too,
and
understanding Simon's connection to them
Capcom,
is key to the narrative.
Resident Evil.
Some mysteries will pay off as the game progresses, and some will deepen further, inviting players to dive deep into the world and to details spread around the town.
サイモンの旅がどのようなものになるのか楽しみにしていただければと思います。さて、次はタウンフォールの舞台となる街、セントアメリアについてご紹介しましょう。サイレントヒルのキャラクターを街と切り離すことはできません。世界は彼らを映し出し、試し、変えていきます。サイモンの旅を理解するには、彼が身を置く街を理解する必要があります。それでは、セントアメリアのインスピレーションとなったスコットランドの実際の場所を見てみましょう。
So we're going to go to the east coast of Scotland. We've referenced a lot in the game. Graham and I have been many times over the years. We took Paul up when he joined the team. And I think this is Linda's first.
You haven't beat it. It's good though. Okay, yeah, I heard like from most of the people that I know that played it, and then like just looking through the gaming news, like most people liked it. Most people liked the game.
Probably 3,000 hours of this game, but I've actually never explored those real towns, so I'm excited to see it.
It's the smell and the wind and the sound of the place, all of that together is what you're trying to recreate. You're not just trying to recreate the visuals, you're trying to recreate the vibe. And there's no better way of doing it than spending time there.
It's really important to not live your life behind a lens and just absorb the place when you're there. So I suppose it's always important for artists to get out and see the place that they're supposed to be making.
Graham and I were chasing fog.
Oh yeah, they steering wheels on the other side.
I was like, I need someone in front of me.
They drive on the other side of the road. Out there.
Fog was so dense that when we came out here, we got to like this spot, and from here we couldn't see the coast anymore, and we couldn't tell which direction the coast was in, and we immediately felt like in danger. And we ended up with this shot here. The atmosphere is like blue and light. The sun was going down. Everything from that moment was when we kind of realized how this game was going to begin. We
had to go out to get that inspiration.
On the east coast of Scotland, called a har. I got pretty obsessed chasing the har. I wasn't painting images. I wasn't like trying to like imagine what the fog would look like. I could go to a town that looks like St. Amelia and find a fog that looks like Silent Hill and come back and show the team, here's what the game needs to look like. And I would drag other people on my trips with me and be like, you gotta come too. And they're like, really? It's 4 a.m.
That's the perfect time
so that
to chase the fog.
To the studio, we can try and recreate what we felt, not just what we saw. This was like the first beautiful corner that we did. And then as we get around this corner, yeah, it's literally the same.
It is actually, yeah.
Oh, they did that shit 1 for 1.
Yep.
Don't be
That's
that
fine.
in the game. The seaweed.
This was the first pier I think we came to, and we've walked along a bunch of other piers as well, just to kind of see the differences and the kind of shapes that they make and how they're used, that kind of thing. So this is it. This is very similar to our St. Amelia pier.
So we're in St. Monans. This is the harbour town and was the first place that we built for the game. When I started to write the story about what this town was, what happened to this town, the isolation was a big factor. There's like an existential dread that comes with that. Silent Hill has always had a sense of like not being able to leave the town and face why you're there. That isolation isn't just for the protagonist, but also for the town. It's like they've got to do what they got to do. You just have to get on with it and you have to solve the problem. There's no running away.
It's surreal. I think it's because a lot of stuff are so similar to in-game, even like the slanted walls, the colors. Wherever the benches are placed is exactly the same as in-game.
These alleyways kind of snake through the entire town. They're really fun to walk up and down in real life, but when you've got a monster chasing you, it's just
not so
a
fun.
Nice place to be.
Coming up there, this was one of the slopes that when I first came here, I was like looking at all the textures. And luckily Unreal allows us with nanite to just sort of layer on loads of meshes and textures on top of each other. I don't know what this is. Bits of like rag and tarpaulin, like the glove, for instance, there. It's just like layers upon layers upon layers of life and history. You're mimicking several hundred years worth of life. That's what we aim to do. And a lot of the time, the player will just sort of walk around and absorb it, and they won't know why it feels like a real place, but the effort that we've put in will make them feel like it's a real place, and it will give them that sense of history, and yeah.
It's a big moment for us, definitely. For me personally, for the team, you know, we're all big fans. I think that's an understatement to say big fans. You know, we're obsessed. To be trusted with a franchise like this is an honor, and you know we want to make sure we ace it. So
for some reason, I like that the team is small. Really like for a game like this, I like that the team is small. Cause that was like what, 10 people in there.
センターメディアのインスピレーションや再現方法について貴重なお話をありがとうございました。細部へのこだわりが新しい世界観をリアルに感じさせています。こうした丁寧な作り込みはシリーズならではの大切な魅力です。最後にタウンホールの規模や構成についてお話ししましょう。
For sure. And while Annapurna has been primarily known over the last decade for independent games from smaller teams, Townfall is no small game. In fact, it's among some of the biggest games that we've ever published.
And while Screenburn is a relatively small development studio at about 30 people, they have been afforded the development time to really realise their creative vision for Townfall. And as a result, Townfall is a full-length, high-quality game that we can all present with confidence following Silent Hill F and Silent Hill 2.
スクリーンバーン、アナプルナ、コナミの3社が手を組み作り上げたサイレントヒルのエッセンスをしっかり取り入れたタイトルとなっています。今年皆さんにサイレントヒルタウンホールを実際にプレイしてもらえることを非常に楽しみにしています。
I don't know, these days.
本日のサイレントヒルタウンホールはこちらで終了となります。最後に視聴者の皆さんへ向けて一言ずつメッセージをお願いします。
Full body
We're so
beer,
thankful
like
for your patience, and we can't wait to show
probably
you more
like,
of what we have in store for you in Townfall.
Probably
We see this project not only as our biggest and most ambitious game yet, but as a love letter to the series that inspired many of the team, myself included, to become game developers in the first place.
Beer, like I'm not drinking
it's truly an honor to be given this opportunity to contribute to the series, and on behalf of the team at Screenburn, thank you for your support and your encouragement over the years.
We've loved working with the entire team at Screenburn and are very proud of the game they've created. Our goal at Annapurna is to support our developers so they can focus on making the best
one, I'm like, all right, I'm lit now.
Like, to see
I'm feeling that good, I'm feeling a good buzz right now.
Throughout development. Thank you to Screenburn for their partnership, and thank you to KONAMI for trusting us with the Silent Hill franchise.
I mean, for the Super Bowl party I went to,
Townfall is a labor of love for everybody involved.
I was
drinking
Modelo.
Collaboration across the three teams. From the amazing team in Scotland at Screenburn to the revered publisher KONAMI, not only in Japan but around the world, and ourselves, we're very humbled by the opportunity at Annapurna to co-publish a game for the first time with an existing franchise and bring our unique take to this historic franchise.
スクリーンバーン、アナプルナ、コナミの3社で長い時間をかけて作り上げてきた作品を発表することができて本当に良かったです。
So,
本日
yeah, that game was, yeah.
非常に丁寧
Game was
に
boring.
作り上げていますので、皆様
I
ぜひ楽し
expected
み
that
にお
though,
待ち
because
くだ
both
さ
the
い。
defenses are really good.
本日お届けした
the
サイレント
offenses
ヒルタウンホールは
really
プレイステーション
that up to
5と Steam、エピックゲームズにて
Halftime show was
ミッシ
fire
ュリスト登録受付中です。
I feel like more people was waiting on the halftime show than the game. Nobody cared about this game. Nobody cared about the game outside of Seattle
継続して
and
サイレントヒル
Massachusetts.
シリーズの情報を皆さんにお届けしてまいります。次回もどうぞお楽しみに。本日はご視聴いただき誠にありがとうございました。
Okay, I'm glad. I thought Townfall was gonna be some mobile bullshit, but I'm glad that it's gonna be an actually full featured 3D like traditional Silent Hill experience. I like that. I thought F was gonna be the same thing, but it that also did good as well. So this was a great marketing rollout from Konami, because they sat there and said, okay, y'all want Silent Hill games? We give y'all Silent Hill games. They revealed the Silent Hill 2 remake, and then they gave us the short message, that little short game. That was cool. Then they announced all the other games. Ascension was trash. F was pretty good. Silent Hill 2 remake was pretty good. I don't know about the Return of Silent Hill movie. I got to see it for myself. And then now we got this Townfall. Yeah, but that was the transmission. I'm gonna watch this God of War joint and then I'll be out. You said I stopped watching at halftime. I didn't watch halftime show. I don't like Bad Bunny music. Okay, fair enough. Yo, I've been getting a lot of subs lately, like slowly but surely. Like every day I'm waking up to a couple more subs. So we might be getting some momentum. Look at that. My views, I'm up 143 views in the last week. I'm up 143%. I don't really care about watch time anymore, even though it is still important. But I don't really care. I'm looking at the views more so. I'm gonna watch this.
Of all things. God of War, Sons of Sparta all started out with a cold email of all things. God of War has been on our wish list as a studio for years.
What music are you into? What kind of music do you watch? I mean, do you listen to? What's some artists you listen to?
When we first started MegaCat, we were making cartridge-based games for fun. We certainly didn't have an office. We were making them in my kitchen. My wife was very patient for many years. A lot of damaged kitchen tables from soldering iron mistakes.
Years ago when I met James, we started a wish list process for MegaCat Studios. At the very top of my list was God of War.
Since the origin of MegaCat, we've had God of War #1 on our wish list. And year after year, as MegaCat grew, and we decided to start taking some swings and shooting some messages out.
We actually came to this point that reminds me of something I saw in Raising Kratos, where the studio had a project they were working on that wasn't able to come to light. We had a very similar situation here, actually. It wasn't nearly as grandiose, but for us, it was a big deal that we were going to have a project we were working on that wasn't going to see the light of day. And I hit up James, and I go, hey man, it's time. I want to take a big swing. And he goes, take a big swing. And I emailed Santa Monica the next day.
We knew the pitch was a moonshot, but as a retro studio, we have a passion for certain genres. And we
what
thought
games
about
did they
what
make?
would-
I ain't never heard of no MegaCat Studios. I'm gonna keep it a G. The fuck is a MegaCat? You said they made all of these games. MegaCat Studios. What games have they made? I ain't never heard of them. And then you said I don't listen to mainstream music anymore. Listen to a lot more godly music, but I love Drake's music. Okay. So you listen to like more so gospel. You like Kirk Franklin? I loved Kirk Franklin. Growing up, man, Kirk Franklin was that guy, man. Kirk Franklin. What you call it? I don't know if you into metal, but there's this metal band called For Today. It's a Christian metal band. It was pretty dope. A friend of mine does like worship metal. He's kind of inconsistent, but he puts out music as well. I ain't never heard of none of these games. Let me keep it G. Into the pick. Oh, they did Backyard Baseball? Nah, they automatically gold it to me. They did Backyard Baseball and Backyard Football. They automatically gold it to me. I support them now. They did Backyard Soccer, Backyard Baseball, and Backyard Football. You say you don't listen to Christian metal or rap. Oh. So what you be listening to? Like, if you was you about to do a workout, like what you putting on? Like what artist you putting on? What music you putting on?
God of War be like if it came out on the PS1? What would a God of War 0 be? And that's kind of how it all started.
There was something in their pitch that really spoke to me. It was this love and passion for God of War at the core of who they are.
You put on Drake. So the only mainstream artist you'll still listen to
the table, or
is
an
Drake.
idea to put God of War in this high-bit pixel art, modern retro feel. It really was a unique spin on it, and I brought that back to the team here at SMS, and everybody fell in love with it, and we immediately set up a call with MegaCat.
When I heard back from Santa Monica Studio, the reaction was wow. It was actually wow, wow, wow. I kind of couldn't believe it. I might have sat on it for a few minutes before I reached out to the rest of the studio heads here, and it's been a life-changing experience ever since.
God of War, Sons of Sparta, gives us a unique opportunity to expand the story in the world of God of War while staying true to the core. We are going to tell a new part in a new area while still paying respect to and integrating in a lot of ways what those original stories were.
This is a genre I've been in love with even before we started God of War, Sons of Sparta. It's something that took up a large amount of my time as a player. So to do something in the space that we're in and to genuinely be able to stand apart is something that I'm deeply excited about. There's just no containing how happy I am to be working in the genre I love.
One of the unique elements of God of
So I
War,
try
Sons
getting
of
into
Sparta
Kendrick.
is
I don't
seeing
like the old school
Kratos'
sound.
brother Deimos and their relationship.
I would argue
they go through this
he's
sort of
very
coming
modern.
of age story where they learn about themselves and learn about what it means to be Spartans and brothers, and that in itself will have ramifications later on for Kratos and throughout his entire journey.
Now
for Sparta.
I would have to.
God of War Sons of Sparta is going to be really cool because it's a crossroads for players that maybe aren't familiar with the franchise.
I mean, Kendrick,
yeah, I mean, the franchise, but
he does embody a lot of old school elements, but I would argue that
their two player bases are going to be crossing something that we've been.
I would argue his sound is very modern. His sound is very modern because of the beat switches, the vocal effects he puts on, but yeah, I guess you could say he's kind of old school too with his style. You said I don't like the gangster image. Maybe hate Western rappers. Older. I mean, Kendrick not no gangster though. I don't think he portrayed that either. I mean, he might have. He just talk about where he from. He come from that, but he's not no gangster. And then you say you listen to Drake. Drake. I mean, he not no gangster either, but he do be talking about, "Oh, you gonna make me catch a body like that? And I got these niggas around me and all this other stuff." So I don't know. I say give it a second chance. Give it a second try. Maybe it's what you was listening to that wasn't your cup of tea. Because if you could listen to Drake, you could listen to Kendrick.
For Kratos and throughout his entire journey.
Dismissed. Unless you like the singing Drake. I don't know what kind of Drake you like. You like the singing Drake, or you like the Drake that's rapping, that's like spitting bars and shit.
God God of War Sons of Sparta is going to be really cool because it's a crossroads for
What
players
about J.
that
Cole?
maybe aren't
J.
familiar
Cole,
with the
he don't do
franchise,
none of that.
or
He don't
players that
portray
are
none of that
familiar with the
gangsta. He just
franchise
talk
but
about where
aren't
he from.
familiar with the genre we're working in. So it's going to be this place where two player bases are going to be crossing.
Drake be having gang members around.
At the center of our work is
Drake
trying to
definitely
meet the
be
God of
having
War
gang
fans'
members around.
expectations.
He's just more subtle with
all
it.
of the facets
Kendrick
of
don't
the
care,
game,
'cause
whether
he come
that's
from
the
that.
quests, the
Drake be
combat,
having gang members
the items
around.
that you're getting, and the character progression.
One example of what MegaCat was able to do, so they literally took our 3D animation files for a lot of our enemies that you'll see in this game, and they brought it into their system, which translates it into 2D animation. And then they would go in and do literal frame-by-frame, hand-drawn pixel art over top of that. The end result is, if you see the Minotaur in game, for instance, and it's swinging its axe at you as a player, you might recognize what that swing looks like.
A lot of the things that make God of War translate pretty cleanly from 3D to 2D. And a lot of this stuff is just based upon Santa Monica Studios' philosophy and principles in game design, rather than just going down a checklist of all the features the games needed to have.
Yeah, they all three of them had their own
what
style.
makes these
for sure.
features done the God of War
their
way.
own vibe.
Collaborating in this way was important to reassure.
Yeah, that's how I
fans
kind of
that-
got it. I got Drake. I got Drake, Cole, Kendrick as far as my what I like to listen to. As far as like rapping and shit. I have it Drake, Cole, Kendrick. That's just my person. I did like Damn. Damn was a really good album from Kendrick. That was probably my favorite album from him. From Drake, I would probably say Take Care was my favorite album. I did like if you're reading this is too late, which is more like a mixtape, but that was an album. I don't give a fuck. The one he did with Future. With Cole, I liked the last joint he dropped, the off-season joint. I liked Forest Hills, of course, 2014 Forest Hills. This new album he just dropped was fire. Yeah, they all got good music. Yeah, we just waiting for Iceman to come out. I feel like a lot of people, since they like the clown Drake, since he's like light-skinned, he's half black, that they try to downplay his music, his lyrical prowess, the production he chooses. Like him at 40 go crazy, and whatever other producers he uses, they make good music. I feel like you can't deny that. You can not like somebody and still acknowledge their greatness. But I think Iceman is gonna go crazy too.
This is still a God of War game. This is a different kind of God of War game, different art, but all the elements you want and expect are there.
Sons of Sparta is quite a different project. It's unique in a sense.
You say everyone's a Drake fan. I wouldn't say everyone's a Drake fan, but I will say this: they know his contribution. They know his greatness. They just choose not to acknowledge it. Some choose not to acknowledge it. But I remember a time where everybody was bumping Drake. It was no issue. Now that he going through all of this stuff and all this stuff is coming out about him and he lost the rap beef, it's like you want to pretend like you wasn't bumping him back in the day. Like, and some people never liked him, and those people, they're going to continue to not like him. So, but you can't, no matter what your stance is on him, you can't deny that he's one of the greatest of all time. That's just a fact. I'm not saying you're doing that, but for the people that doubt him.
Of its scope, and at the same time, the amount of things that are in-game compared to our prior projects. It really encouraged us to approach it in a much more creative way.
God of War is actually known for conveying emotion. So while it's actually also known for brutality, God of War hones in, it dials in the lighting and post-processing best practices to communicate mood and emotion. We want to bring that same exact impact into Sons of Sparta.
I'm really proud of how the game turned out looking, because it took so much from all the different departments to get it to where it is, where we have the technical artists writing the shader code, we have the environment artists drawing the sprites, the concept artists, and it feels like a really rich, lush world.
As a fan of the series, growing up with it, this was an amazing opportunity that I got to collaborate with.
He definitely was in like a nu metal band in his youth. He probably still is, I don't know.
Team and help bring this to life. We're trying to meet the spectacle that people expect when it comes to God of War games, while also merging in our Megacat twist and retro ethos into the battles as well.
I'm excited for the fans to see this new lens. They're getting 2 new experiences. They're getting this new level of information, and they're also getting to just address it in a different way, approach it in a different way.
One of the things that I'm most excited about for Sons of Sparta is that there will be players that have actually never played a God of War title. They're going to find that as their entry point to the franchise.
With God of War Sons of Sparta, I think fans will really enjoy this incredible narrative that the team has put together. Add into that a world and a space that we haven't seen before, and this brand new high-bit pixel art style game that Megacat Studios has made, and it really just grabs you from the moment you've seen it.
Seeing the team at Megacat evolve and grow during
these videos that I'm trying to put out. Look,
Sparta just fills me with pride.
This is what I got to do.
We've always been a team,
and I work tonight
through making this game.
So I at least want to get all of these reactions recorded. By the time I do that, bro,
we all fall. So
take a break. By the time I do that, and then take a break for dinner to make dinner whenever this fucking guy gets here, I'm gonna have to probably make something else. By the time I do that, it's gonna be time to clock in. So this is the stream. I gave y'all 2 streams today.
Rally and cry to get everything to victory.
What I could, yeah, I'm definitely gonna cop that. But yeah, what I could start doing is, I could just start doing the reactions on stream. I don't know if y'all would want to sit through that though, and then I would still have to get off stream to edit them, to edit and post them. So I don't know if y'all want to sit through that and watch that, because this shit take up a lot of my time. I'm not gonna lie. I get up, I do my morning routine, I eat my breakfast, go for my walk or whatever, do my workout. Then I get straight to this. This is what I be doing all day. I get straight to this. I might go hang out with my friends. I'm trying to find the balance though. It's possible to get the streams in. It's just I be losing the balance, and then sometimes I don't be having the energy. I don't want to come on stream with low energy and give y'all a whack stream, you know? That's another thing. Because y'all going to notice that, you know? I want to come on stream and feel like how I'm feeling now. High energy. We talking shit. We cracking jokes. I want to come in here like, you know, like that's not fair to y'all. You know, that's not fair to y'all. It's not fair to me either. But I'm definitely gonna be on tomorrow. I might even be on earlier. So usually I usually start like around 8ish. I'll probably start way before that, just so I could get the stream in. Cause if I wait too late, I'm gonna start getting lazy. I'm gonna cut that anime on and I'm gonna just be chilling. But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow though. But I gotta knock these out. This is gonna take me all night. This is definitely gonna take me all night. And then yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get started next week. I'm gonna try to get back on schedule with the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or the Friday, Saturday, Sunday if I miss Wednesday. But yeah, that's about it for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna start Go Coyote. You say you do takes? Like when I'm doing a reaction, like do I do takes? Nah, everything is one take. I just record it raw. I just want everything one take. Only thing I might do a second take of is like, so I'll do the whole reaction, right? And then when it gets to the end, I'll pause it and then I'll record like a clip for the shorts. That's where the bloopers come in. I'll be deleting the bloopers. So maybe I'll post the bloopers. Maybe I'll do that. Cause some of them be funny. Some of them do be funny though. So I might start doing that. That's actually a good idea. I might start doing that. Just taking the bloopers. Gotcha. Yeah, but there's definitely a chance for bloopers because like when I pause it and I do the clip for the shorts, I'll be fucking up. I'll be stumbling on my words. I might start doing that, like blooper compilations or whatever. Me some water. Well, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, you said I got you. Yeah. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be on. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna do these reactions. Wait for my food to get here. Definitely a good idea. Yeah. I'm gonna do these reactions. Get my food. And I'll be back on tomorrow. Damn, this joint got obliterated with likes, with dislikes. God damn. They probably gave it a good score. That's what people don't like. You say you hear about the news that lady, her mom got kidnapped for ransom? No. Where did this happen at? Okay, authorities are actively investigating the abduction of Nancy Guthrie, an 84-year-old mother of the Today Show host Savannah Guthrie, from a host of Tucson, Arizona. You talking about this? Nancy Guthrie? The case has been treated as a kidnapping for ransom. Multiple alleged ransom notes have been sent to media outlets. Yeah, that's this shit right here. He said Nancy Guthrie kidnapping latest. Family agrees. They gonna pay the ransom? Nah. Ain't no way. Ain't no way they gonna pay that ransom.
And we want to bring in attorney Donna Rotuno. You join us here. One of the things I think that all of us have been covering the story and then following along is the videos from the family.
She been gone for
have been
13
very
days?
moving. There was a change yesterday.
Nah.
Just to put them all together, let's play them for you here.
We are ready to talk.
She might be dead, gang. Yeah, she might be dead.
We live in a world where voices and images
That father want to shoot that man.
We need to know,
or the husband, whoever that is,
without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her.
Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly.
We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have
sir, her mom can't survive without her meds.
This is very valuable to us.
Unless the person got know that and got them the meds so she could survive, so that they have a bargaining chip.
We need your help. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help.
That last video is the final one. Came out late yesterday afternoon, about 2 hours before that supposed deadline.
If he really want the ransom, if it's really about ransom, he's probably gonna want it in cash. I mean, they're gonna have to bring it to him, because if they wire it to any sort of account, that's gonna get traced back to somebody. And that person's gonna somehow know him, unless he got it off the black market or some shit. I don't know. We don't know how smart this guy is, but 13 days is crazy.
Of that change.
Well, obviously, I mean, you look at the beginning, and in those videos in the beginning, they're begging for her return. They're saying, we'll do anything, we want her back. There's obviously a belief at that point that she's alive. They're saying, show us a sign of life, anything that you can do, and we'll work with you. And then it went into, we'll pay, we're willing to pay, and then we moved to give her back to us so we can celebrate her. That's almost like a statement. Maybe we don't believe she's still alive. Just give us her body.
He want Bitcoin. Oh yeah, because it's untraceable on the blockchain.
And bury her, and she was a religious woman. Do what they wanted to do. The last video, though, I think
he probably has some offshore wallet
not scripted.
To send it to.
These other videos she's reading off of a paper maybe helped by the FBI to say these are the words that you should be using if speaking to captors. But that last video by Savannah was clearly Savannah on her own saying this is a time of desperation and do what you can for us.
When Randy Sutton was talking about the ransom being a red herring, I saw you shaking your head in agreement. How real then is the possibility that this was a crime in motion inside the house and she got caught up in it?
I think it's very real, and I've been saying this for the last few days now, and I agree with Randy. I think that from the beginning, these
Say you threaten to kill her if they don't pay.
Ransom notes did not seem to fit the normal bill that those would fit. So I thought from the very beginning those were strange. The fact that there really was no direct communication, sending letters to TMZ also seemed a little odd to me from the beginning. I mean, it's not like they can't find Savannah Guthrie, and why not send him to NBC? But anyway, so I thought that was strange. And then we now move into this, idea that I think that those letters were always a way to push law enforcement off what actually happened. Maybe give people time to discard of a body, maybe give people time to figure out how to get out of the country. I don't know.
There's no drivers out there
today. It does seem that someone that had access to her was able to commit this.
You also mentioned that digital footprints take a time. I mean, we live in an age where it's like you want instant analysis, instant gratification for all of your questions to be answered. Why does the digital forensics take so long?
Well, we've been talking about it, and if you look at it in the context of Kohberger, right, it took 6 weeks to arrest Kohberger, and what did they do? It was digital, it was that IgG DNA that they were able to find off the knife sheath, and so all of these things took time. But in that case, you had 4 dead bodies, and so the police had time to do what they needed to do to investigate, to try to get the right person. Right here, when you don't have a body that you're looking for and you're hoping someone is still alive, it's very difficult to wait on those digital data points and pieces of evidence. So I think now that's really the problem.
Randy was talking about DNA swabs. What did you take from that?
Well, I took, I think he's probably right. I mean, if you're swabbing people that had access to the house, you're either doing it for one or two reasons: to include or exclude, right? So it's not.
But that would begin with the family, correct?
Correct.
And then possibly lead to maybe contractors who had worked there recently, or maybe even caretakers?
For sure. Now, the problem with family, though, is that family would be in that house anyway.
All the time.
So family, you'd get a hit on family. That doesn't mean that they were involved in a crime, right? So that's the problem with that. But in terms of even people who were there working, right, again, we're going to either include or exclude. And just because you include someone that may have been there doesn't mean they were part of it.
One last thing. I remember Ed Smart. Remember I told you how great that interview was last week? He's the father of Elizabeth Smart. And what he said is that we were insistent that we wanted to keep Elizabeth's story out in public, which required them to have press conferences. And now, I mean, so many years later, Savannah can go to her kitchen and record an Instagram video, and we all watch it together and distribute it to the world.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it is interesting that they have not done any more press conferences. I understand that there's no new information, but like you said, you want to keep it out in the world. I think part of the reason, the FBI doesn't normally do them, so that I understand, but the sheriff who started doing them and now not doing them, I think he didn't want to answer to being at the basketball game, to be honest. So.
Yeah, I could see that. Donna, thank you so much.
Yeah,
we'll
good
see
to
you
see
on the Fox Nation show.
Folks who struggle with snoring, you need to hear this. This footage right here needs to be at the Naismith Hall of Fame. This is LeBron James in 1997, ladies. Like he's already a.
So, wow, though. All right. Yeah, I'm over here looking at my phone and shit. Nah, this is crazy though. I got caught doom scrolling just now.
now not doing them.
yeah.
I think he didn't want to answer to being at the basketball game.
Yeah.
To be honest. So.
But damn, I hope they find her, bro. That's crazy, bro. I hope they can get her back. I hope she's not dead, for one, and I hope they can get her. But yeah, this nigga's weird. He needs to go to jail for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna get to my reacts. 2 weeks is a long time, yeah. Especially he got her cooped up. I don't know. We don't know if he's feeding her. We don't know if she probably can't move around. Probably got her mouth taped. We don't know what's going on. But I hope they find. I'm gonna keep up with this, but I'm gonna get up through. I still don't have a driver, but yeah, I'll be on tomorrow.